What is up, guys? Welcome back to another cast. Taco, get me your sweet, beautiful voice so I can check the audio.
Hello.
All right, audio's working. It's always a good thing. Just changed it, but I gotta be sure. I don't want to have any more Amigo being muted problems. But welcome back, man. First cast of the week. We're in week 6 of FaceIt, man. And this season, it feels like it's really, really run by like pretty fast. I'd say I feel like we've had like a pretty solid season so far. We're like technically 5/8 of the way through now, at least for regular season. So once playoff comes, I think it'll be even more fun. But I can't believe we made it this far and we're doing like consistent casts still, bro. I thought we only had like 4 weeks in the tank. So hopefully we can keep it going for the rest of the season. But we should have a turbo banger tonight, bro. WeKickedSoulsay versus Fallen Angels, and I don't think anyone needs an introduction to WeKickedSoulsay. I mean, this team has been number one in the tier for so long, right? Um, I feel like they've just been unstoppable. They've dropped very few maps, and honestly, they've just been moving different, bro. I think everyone on this roster knows that I loved them, bro. They playing Thanos mode. Like Sunnyside, bro, he gave me that one crazy clip for the stream, so gotta appreciate him. But yeah, take a look at the roster here. Totally didn't forget to choose the heroes before the game started. Coaching my diamond team right now in grand finals, so not right now, but I was, so a little flustered getting here, but we got here in one piece, so it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, this roster is just so star-studded. I think Leo is like a staple of Masters tier at this point. Like, he's a very good player in it last season. He's been so good in Expert this season. Obviously, this team is a like definitely top 2 team in the tier. So doesn't need like tons of introduction. And then you got people like Sunnyside. You got Eve on Flex DPS. And then obviously the backline of Thanos, bro, Moncolo and Crumb. I'm super big on both of these players. So thanks, John. Thank you. Super big on both of these players, so I hope they both kind of have like monster series. But I think it's going to be a tall task for Fallen Angels to knock off this roster. But in saying that, I am kind of being disingenuous to the recent success that this team has had. I mean, they've been kind of storming up the ranks. At one point, I had them unranked on my tier list, which I was actually DM'd about and informed that I messed up and that I didn't rank them properly, I guess. But they've really stormed back since then. I mean, they had so many close losses. So they've gotten a few wins together, and they've gotten some wins against really good teams. And you can take a look at the roster. I mean, Nyanza dropped out from Masters. I think Carter Garden last season. Catch has been on, I think was a sub on that roster as well. And then a lot of new faces. I mean, Benji, Martian, Bootchop, the Malgo OTP, and then they have the other tank player as well. I forget his name, Low Continually, off the top of my head, and I'm checking it now. Ghost the Doomfist man. I know the character he plays, don't remember his name, but that guy is a monster on Doom. So I mean, this Fallen Angels team, very good, and we do have the map pick and one bans and shit coming out, and I do know that Fallen Angels actually got first map pick somehow, some way, and they're taking us to Lijiang Tower map 1, and they're getting rid of Zarya. Taka, do you have any thoughts on that?
I feel like Lijiang's such a iconic map, and I feel like there's already been on it, especially this is kind of an expectation low key if you play it map one. So I mean, nothing too surprising coming out for the map one, like with the map pick and ban.
No, yeah, Zarya is super impressive on this map. Diva also can be very good. I feel like we've seen a lot of variety so far. Pharah obviously does get banned out of it a lot, so definitely something to watch out for. I'm getting messages about the other game, but waiting to get into the lobby now. We do not know what WeKickedSoulsay's counter ban was. I think it could be Pharah, just because Pharah is one of the like super oppressive character. Unless they want to play it, in which case I could see like a tracer ban being on the table, or then like maybe even target the backline. But I feel like that would be kind of unlikely with what I know about Crumb and Trollo. Like I feel like they kind of just run the Kirilu until the wheels fall off. So unless Fallen Angels is planning on playing something a little weird here, I'd expect a Kirilu Luciomir on this map and a DPS ban to come in from WeKickedSoulsay. But we will have to wait and see for sure. Also, kind of something that is interesting to me is that Dreepy's on the bench for WeKickedSoulsay. I don't really know. I think Dreepy is a monster. I kind of am curious as to why he is like a perma on the bench. Not to like flame Eve or anything. He's been playing like super incredible, but I just know Dreepy like much more familiarly. So like even the fact that they have that guy on the bench is just ridiculously crazy to me. But can you start Discord streaming? I'm a blind man. Yes. We aren't in the map, so you weren't technically blind. Just saying.
I feel like
Also,
I was kind of blind.
you can say it if
Oh,
you see.
Leo
I
plays
have
for Soulsay?
Yeah, Leo plays for Soulsay.
Oh, fire.
No, yeah. I can give you the match room. Did I not give you the match room before this? Oopsie.
I don't think you did.
It's in the prod chat now.
Okay.
So, utilize that if you want, but it's going to be a Lijiang map 1. Second ban is in. Let me take a look. It is Zarya and Tracer ban. So, actually, I kind of sniped that one now. Isn't that kind of Thanos snipe from me?
Yeah, a little bit there.
I think that means they're going to maybe play Pharah here. I'm not 100%
Fair on
sure.
this map?
Yeah, no, Pharah is very good on Lijiang.
Oh, no, sorry. I meant like this like sub map can like control center. I was like,
Yes,
wait, what?
dude. People play Pharah on
Can
everything
you?
right now, bro. It's very, very good. So,
Okay.
don't sleep on the Pharah. We'll have to take a look and see. Also, spent a few hours
Oh,
earlier
there.
working on new in-game overlay because I didn't like the other one as much, and I had to edit like the CSS and stuff. So, if anyone has any feedback for this one, it's not perfect, but I do think it's much cleaner than what the other one looked like. Everything's like a little bigger, like pops a little more. The hero bands are more visible. So, I'm happy that I got this one done. As we flip over to live game here, and it's gonna be the Pharah, man. I told you. Very, very popular on this point, so something to watch out for. It's going to be kind of a D.Va versus Malga here. I think WeKickedSoulsay know that Fallen Angels are going to be playing the Malga. Bootchop is basically a Malga OTP, so when you see him come in the game, you know what he's going to be playing. They can kind of comp around it here. The Pharah and the D.Va obviously very, very strong against the Malga, but Fallen Angels are going to take all the space in server, and Eve's going to get walked down super early. Oh my god. Pharah player already dead, so 5v4 now in favor of Fallen Angels. Looks like WeKickedSoulsay, they're playing very, very slow here on the outskirts of the map. Fallen Angels have not threatened the point cap, though, and Martian's going to find Sunnyside here, so 5v3 now, 5v2. Crumb goes down. You can see Fallen Angels just have to get out of here now. Bootchop looking for follow-up.
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate that Varda gets kind of like split off from the rest of his team and just picked off, and Fallen Angels kind of picked that kind of split that fight with whatever pace they really want, and
No, yeah, and Bootchop, I mean, just kind of playing towards the point set right now. Forfeiting a lot of space to Soulsay, but I think it is really, really hard for the Malga team to hold that. So, it does make a lot of sense here. Leo wrapping towards server here, really trying to force out this Malga. Gonna get the stomp out and DM a lot of the damage here, but the E comes out for Bootchop now. And Martian finds another on to Sunnyside, dude. This Martian guy is so activated right now. Obviously, a player I'm not super familiar with. It's Eve. Also goes down, so really, really good start for Fallen Angels here. Catch does get traded along with Nyanza, but they should be able to continue to win this fight outright anyway. They're going to take this percentage to almost like 60. Go ahead.
Yeah, kind of just a brutal 2 fights already. I feel like Sunnyside's having a really hard time trying to get any value. He's getting picked off a lot by just that Echo. I mean, the Echo does have dupe and kind of the side of Fallen Angels. I mean, High Noon and Echo dupe coming up versus best thing that Soulsay has is D.Va Bomb, so I mean, they're kind of in a massive disadvantage.
Yeah, and Leo is forced out so early up top here. Martian looking for the D-Mag. Barely doesn't find it though. Leo,
oh my god.
Now trying to blow up the Malga, but no bomb available. Going to get D-Mag again, so Soulsay, no tank player. I think they're going to forfeit this fight away as well. Nyanza going to finish off the baby as he finds Martian, so kills coming in from WeKickedSoulsay, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough as Nyanza finds a second onto Even. Fallen Angels, man, I think this is about as good as a start as you can hope for.
Yeah, this is already
down, bro.
Yeah, Leo kind of being forced to mirror the Malgas, and I mean, Soulsay in a really tough position. They do have their rush, Sojo and Beat, but I mean, both on the side of Fallen Angels.
Yeah, Bootchop's going super earlier, has the cage, and they're going to use it. Leo on the Malga now, but Beat comes out from Crumb, and Nyanza holding the High Noon here, doesn't find anything, but Sunnyside's going to go down afterwards. Leo also goes down, Beat out from Benji. And Fallen Angels, they're going to play a perfect .1 here.
Yeah, double Malgas is not really anything you can do much into. I feel like Fallen Angels is pretty much perfect.
Well, yeah, perfect point of Overwatch here, man. They're going to put one on the board early here on map 1. And on the side of WeKickedSoulsay, we'll have to see if they're able to adjust or not.
0 to 1. Ready for battle.
Yes, I mean, what do you kind of have to do if they're the side of Soulsay? Because I feel like you got to pray out next one goes a whole lot better. I feel like the openness really does help their comp.
Yeah,
I feel like Leo is.
I think that is Fallen Angel's best sub point for sure. Like playing the Malga comp, I mean, you think you like take all the close corners and like the inability for Eve to play like a ton of like crazy off angles. If there was one that Fallen Angels was gonna win and I was gonna bet on it, it would be that one. But they won it so dominantly. You have to wonder if Soulsay are gonna be able to make any corrections here or not. Deep out of spawn, it looks like they're going back to basically what they started on.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like this sub point obviously does help the comp a lot more with a lot more like open floor in the far, kind of having I think a lot more to work with instead of kind of just being in that really enclosed space. So I mean, yeah, it's gonna be really interesting to see what Eve does on this sub point at least.
Yeah, and Eve, I mean, sitting along the perimeter here, but Martian's going to do a good job kind of marking out this Pharah here from further spamming the point. And it's about to unlock, so Soulsay, they're going to have to start touching. The Fallen Angels are going to get this early cap here, and Leo just taking so much damage from the Mauga. Isn't able to touch. Soulsay, they have to be so patient here and pray that one of their hit skins kind of give them some sort of opening with all the damage they can put out. Sunnyside, I mean, has a railgun. Looking for a target, and Yanza shot barely goes wide onto Sunnyside, and Sunnyside, I mean, looking for a railgun to return. He's on the boot chop here, and this Mauga might be a little too committed. Gonna try and run out, but goes down, and this is the opening that Soulsay need. I mean, they're gonna start walking in here. Leo working the coast side. The rest of Fallen Angels looks like they're trying to find a return pick, but Benji's gonna go down. So now 5v3 in favor of Soulsay. Nyanza goes down 5v2. Down goes Martian, and it's just Catch left, and a really nice retake for the side of WeKickedSoulsay.
Yeah, I feel like Soulsay played that fight a lot better. I feel like that Mauga kind of and he goes down. That's brutal.
He goes down to the stickies, dude. I think it was just like kind of a fadeaway from Martian, but it gives Fallen Angels a massive opener here. You can see Boot Chop getting super aggressive here, starting to walk in. Leo gonna take so much damage here, and Martian is already on the side of the point. Soulsay just have to let it go. That's gonna be really bad for them.
Yeah, kind of that point. That's point you hate to see that happen, but I mean, I don't really think you can do anything if you are Soulsay. I feel like that Eve being down kind of just takes away a lot of your ability to kind of fight back.
Yeah, and the Kirish is out earlier from Moncholo. Built it before Catch, but Eve's already gone to the Echo. And dude, this Fallen Angels team, they are seriously playing impressive Overwatch right now. Holy cow, it feels like any time that Soulsay have an opportunity to get back in the game, there's an answer for Fallen Angels. And now their Kirish and Beat and Duke are going to come out, and Crumb isn't going to make it out. The Duke with Martian going to drop a beat into this. Moncholo goes down, and Fallen Angels looks like they're going to get a fight one here, but the point flipped in the chaos.
Yeah, Leo kind of just have that guy on point here. I mean, it's a pretty brutal. At least they got at least Soulsay were able to get a point flip there. I feel like that's honestly pretty massive. Even if you lose that fight, you're still gaining about like 20%, and that probably means a lot more. And right now they need any percentage they can get right now, honestly. Yeah, Fallen Angels kind of also in a really comfortable ult position with Benji coming up to the B, Boot Chop. Oh, Martian finally gets picked up by Leo, and I think that's exactly what sorry, my bad. Soulsay need to kind of win this next fight.
Yeah, and it's gonna be Sunnyside, man. Overclock coming out here, gonna throw a ton of it into this Mauga, and Boot Chop. Oh my god, sad effort to try and run out, but Sunnyside looking for more. Finds two on the fight, looking for the last one on the Soj. Not the Soj, I mean the Lucio, but gonna get traded by Martian. Random trade for the Echo to get. I think Sunnyside may have straight lined a little too hard against the Echo. Did not respect the potential damage output. But it will not matter here. Gonna get an earlier spawn than Benji and Martian anyway, so. Bishop gonna take advantage of a little lack of poking from the Sojourn here. Gonna start getting active. As Nyanza drops the overclock, but gets stuffed by Leo early. B comes out from Benji. But the kite back to point is really good for Soulsay. The beat from Crumb is only hits 2. It keeps Sunnyside alive, but besides that, the rest of Soulsay, they have to stabilize on the point. No beat armor available. So many ults, though. The Bomb, the Barrage, and the Kirish coming up. They're going to DM the Barrage of Eve. No kills found with it, though, but Boot Chop is really one to Leo. Looking for follow-up, and Sunnyside's dead.
Yeah, I feel like it's been a brutal trend so far in the series.
5v3 now, and they need to find a trade really badly, but not gonna be able to find one so far. Leo has the bomb, the Kirish is out, so they're gonna try to win it. Benji gonna get tracked to hell here, but I don't know if Leo's gonna live. Gonna get carried and gonna get the remake.
Oh my god.
It cancels the dupe too, I think, so Martian's out of dupe now.
Yeah.
But Leo gonna get teammacked here. Eve on the Vendetta finds one onto Martian, but the Kirish is out from Catch, and I think it might ice it here. It's just the Eve on the Vendetta left. Sunnyside and Moncholo in the back, but Eve goes down. Crumb finds one in the chaos. And it's just Moncholo and Sunnyside. Someone has to touch. And Sunnyside's just gonna get crunched. Moncholo doing everything he can. And it's not enough.
Fallen Angels start off map 1.
Yeah, Fallen Angels, they're gonna get a 2-0. Pretty clean 2 at that on map 1 here. And you see, man, I think Eve, the pick was right, but she couldn't get anything going here. The Echo of Martian was doing such a good job of marking out the Pharah.
Yeah, I feel like the story of of that first point in general was kind of the DPS of Sorry, still figuring out this
Fallen
team's name.
Angels, Fallen Angels.
So yeah, kind of Soulsay's DPS being first picked off by Martian. It felt like the entire time Martian was getting that early pick, and it kind of forced Soulsay to just kind of it forced Soulsay in a situation where they were kind of always playing down one DPS, and I feel like that kind of determined the map straight up. The only times they were, I feel like the only times they were actually able to get a clean map fight win at least was kind of surviving the first engagement by the Malga and the Echo, but anytime past that they were getting cooked. It felt like.
No, yeah, I feel like whenever Butchop was able to kind of catch out people in the back line, um, I'm sorry, I don't even know where I was going with that, bro. It's just like Butchop is able to like trying to go as he pleases, and every time he goes, he just gets like a kill somehow, bro. Like this guy, it feels like he's doing so much on the Malga. Even when Martian isn't getting like an early pick or anything, it feels like Butchop just kind of goes in and finds a crunch kill somehow. And if WeKickedSoulsay kind of keep allowing him to do that, I think it's going to be a really, really tough series for them. I think they have to live a turn here, like super, super bad. But I think they're getting a little too aggressive, maybe a little too early in the mid-fights here when Fallen Angels is kind of putting all their cards on the table. And they're maybe giving it a little bit of value here that maybe they don't have to give when they could be potentially a little more patient.
Yeah,
to clean up a little after.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like that first fight on second point where they kind of waited out for the Malga to use the CDs and stuff like that, kind of playing the fight with a little bit more patience. They got the Malga kill and were able to take that team fight. But I think the biggest issue with the rest of that map was kind of them kind of going first a lot of this time while Fallen Angels had all their CDs. And I don't know, Malga and Echo are really, really scary.
Oh yeah, Malga and Echo are ridiculously scary, bro. Don't even get me started. We'll have to see though. They do get a map pick here and a first ban, so they're going to take us to Havana and they're going to ban Lucio out. And I think this is a good pick, especially if you were expecting Bootshop to kind of play most maps in this series for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like that what was it, Havana?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that Havana actually does support them a little bit. I feel like the Pharah has a lot more free range to kind of do what she wants if they're still going to play that. I feel like that Diva Pharah style is definitely what Soulsay does prefer. So I mean, hey, Havana's probably the perfect map for that. So we'll see what happens in map 2.
I think it also kind of makes it hard for the Malga to play like really, really hard. You don't even have to play necessarily a Pharah. You could play like double hit scan if you really wanted to, and you could still just murder the Malga pre-fight. There's just so many like little places for him to stage, and he's kind of just like all in whenever he decides to go in here. So we'll have to see if there's an adjustment from Fallen Angels. And CryGD is coming in this map for Martian.
Yeah, so maybe no
Genji OTP, by the way.
Oh, so okay, so yeah, Genji's coming out, and Genji already picked before we could say anything.
I know, dude. I know my stuff here. I scouted this out. Yeah, but the second ban's gonna be in from Fallen Angels, and it's gonna be a Sojourn ban. So we'll see if that has any effect in potentially crippling Sunnyside here on this map. It will enable the Malga a little bit though.
They kind of with that Soj ban.
Yeah. With the Soj ban, I think the Malga is gonna. The problem with Malga is you just feed railguns to Sojourn at like light speed. Just like munches them up, and like she just can output so much more damage, right? I feel like the like little tightrope you have to walk between Emre and Sojourn is that if you can build a lot of rails on Sojourn, she's better, but if you can't consistently get those rails, I think you would always prefer to play Emre basically. So you're kind of forcing Emre here, and it's gonna kind of miss out on potential like a lot of consistent and burst damage that the Sojourn may have provided here. So I think a really, really solid ban from Angels, assuming that they're planning to play the Malga here. And I mean, we can see Boot Chop already at the spawn doors, not even trying to hide it, bro. Not even trying to hide the fact that they're about to spawn camp. So I mean, we'll have to see what happens here. I kind of want to see how WeKickedSoulsay adjust to this. I think they've scouted it out. I mean, it's not like Angels are doing like any job to try and hide it here. Leo is hopping over to the Zarya to start us out. Crumb onto the Alari as well, and they will start to see the spawn camp comp.
I feel like Monfield's decision kind of take the Ana. I actually really like it, Loki. I feel like the Malga definitely does struggle on the Ana.
He already burst the cardiac super early here, so...
He was already 1 HP though, but okay, I think he's fine.
Gonna be an opportunity for Soulsay to potentially try and get out of the spawn doors. Any trade they get is a good trade, so...
Yeah, for sure.
They just have to try and withstand a boot chop, drop so low! Manages to get out though.
Not a really 1 HP though.
So they're gonna be able to break this early spawn hold, and CryGD is gonna go down as well. Eve finds the opener here. Boochop has to turn tail and run. Benji gets slept, by the way, by Moncolo. Absolute monster on the Ana. And WeKickedSoulsay, they're going to break the spawn hold in record timing.
Yeah, I feel like the auto swap kind of is just massive for Soulsay. I feel like the value that auto brings to the series is kind of definitely puts Bootstrap in a much worse position than he was in map 1, getting a lot more like heavily punished and stuff like that. And also it helps when you sleep like a DPS. So I mean, yeah, you know. Eve also does have basically has pulse bomb already. So I mean, hey, if you sit down and squishy, they don't.
Yeah, Bootstrap gets antied here.
And
The auto finds a massive anti.
Dies. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I'm telling
Malga.
you, the auto anti.
Malga just gonzo, Nyanza 1 HP, and this card is slowly moving forward here. Eve finds another, as Leo finds catch, and yes, WeKickedSoulsay, they're gonna get the cap off of this. Like, really impressive job. Really nice bounce back from last map, and they're really setting the tempo here.
Yeah, basically it's a quick two fight win out from Soulsay, and after that map 1, you really do need this. I feel like Bootstrapp's gonna be struggling the entire map because, I mean, he does. I mean, even if he is anti, they get that Suzu out, but guess what? I mean, they're still out Suzu, so I mean, that's gonna be kind of a rough thing. Also, he does have that full spawn available, so you can just hit that on anyone, low-key.
Yeah, getting aggressive back here. Looking for a
Benji and
onto the Emre. But gonna get it onto the Ana instead, but the Suzu is clean from Benji here. Now the Q rush is out, but gonna basically hit it down. Oh my god, Benji. Benji is gonzo, bro. Oh my lord, and so is the Q rush with it. GD does find Crumb though, but Catch is dead, and wait. Leo dies. I thought he had a bubble available, so I'm actually kind of concerned that he went down here. Eve, though, doing way too much on this Tracer, bro. Looking for GD to finish off this little nice 3K. Oh my god. This Tracer player, man. So good. And WeKickedSoulsay, they're going to keep the cart moving.
Yeah, we definitely see why that Tracer was banned map 1, because oh my god, Eve is kind of just tearing up the entire lobby. Benji does swap onto the Wu Yang though, kind of letting Bootstrap be a little bit more fragile. So I'm not really sure about that pick, low key. But I mean, hey, we'll see what happens. Want to kill them and
oh my god, early turn. I think they kind of combined the nade with the Eve, like trying to look for follow up, and it's just so easy for the Tracer if you can find targets that low. And look, I mean, Fallen Angels, they have to keep kiting out here. Benji is over to the Wu Yang.
Yeah, 5 ult on the available for the side of Soulsay, and they just take
oh my god, someone has to stop Eve, bro.
Yeah, this is this actually.
They're just a menace, bro. 12 and 0. I just had to check in the middle of it, bro. I always check when I think potentially someone is just having an absolute heater. It sniffs this on out here. Catch has to be careful. The post won't fight to cry anyway.
I've never seen that happen before in my life. Oh my god. Oh, he finally does die.
Finally gets a death on the board, but I think picked up an extra like 3 kills before it happened, so who cares?
Yeah,
it's gonna be a quick respawn as well. Pulse Bomb expended to win another fight here for WeKickedSoulsay, and it's gonna be an 8 ult fight coming up. So many ults available from both teams. We'll have to see how they're layered here, and we could see all 8 come out if I'm being 100% honest.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like that Nano Blade from the side of Fallen Angel is gonna be their first option.
Yeah, and here it is. GD gonna drop the Nano Blade into this. Onto the Ana, finds the kill. Leo trying to kite out, but gonna get hunted down by GD in the end. Crumb did drop the Alariel into the backline here, looking for Benji to eventually try and get a trade, but Benji
he might actually
gonna live another day here. Eve though in the backline. Oh my god!
God, yeah, that's insane.
Eve is a menace on Tracer, bro. I forgot. It's been so long since I watched the Soulsay game. I forgot what they had on him, bro.
Yeah, I honestly don't know what to tell you. I mean, Soulsay do have that Malga Cage and Emreal on the way, but I mean, yep.
Yeah, they're gonna combo it here. Nyanza dropping the Emreal into this, looking for Sunny side potentially, but gets the Nano in return and drops the Emreal of their own into this. No kills found from either team yet with the amount of ults expended, and I jinxed it. Benji dead first here. Eve finds GD as well. Leo has held on to grab this fight, by the way.
Yeah, I feel like he does have that ability, kind of with that Nano Emreal being so strong. He does have that kind of ability and uses the grab.
Yeah,
okay,
well, dropped here. Looking for the Kiriko, I think. Malga might be a little nice asterisk on it as well. And WeKickedSoulsay, they're looking very similar to how Fallen Angels looked map 1. Complete domination so far. About to push the card in. Should be a quick last touch here for Fallen Angels.
And he does have that, might be able to build up that wooing bubble. And I think that's massive.
And Sunnyside's dead. Wait, massive pick from the Widowmaker. Looking for more. Eve gonna start clearing out Nyanza though, and Benji drops the wing into this. So Fallen Angels, they're fighting back here at the very end. And the backline has to kite out. Leo is off the map as well. I think just resetting. I think this fight is literally lost as soon as Sunnyside goes down. Because as soon as you lose your Emre, you just lose out on so much damage to kill the Malga with. Like, it's so hard.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, no ult's available for. Actually, no, I'm lying. Yeah, Catch coming really close to the continuing rushing Eve, cutting I'm pretty close to that pulse bomb. I feel like he's been brutal on it. He's been just dangerous this entire map so far. So hey, I'm really scared if I'm falling angels with Eve's pulse bomb. Does go in, goes directly on the
Yeah, and
tree. Oh my god.
Catch is just in hell every time that Eve goes in. He takes a trillion damage from the Tracer and then like has to find a way to survive. The Suzu I think was expended though, but Nyanza's gonna find another opener here. Sunnyside once again goes down, misses out on the hit scan mirror. Nyanza looking for more. Can they find the Alari? I mean, trying to look for it.
Oh my god, Alari just into Catch goes down.
Massive ult here, and Leo marching forward with the nano.
Oh wait, what?
And WeKickedSoulsay
I mean,
gonna hit a quick reverse on this team fight here. I mean, little last second touch coming in from Cry, but what can you find here on the Ventures? WeKickedSoulsay, they're finally going to push this card in and a hefty time bank to go along with it. Minute 37.
Yeah, I mean, at least Fallen Angels were able to put a fight up at the last little point there of Havana, but I mean, outside of that, this was a brutal map from Soulsay. I mean, I feel like they got what they wanted, and Eve was legitimately that's lobby admin performance out there. There's no other way to tell you that.
Eve is genuine Thanos, bro. Like, I don't know who Eve
that is. 24-2.
I'm sorry, I don't know every single player. I wish I knew all the players. I'm not trying to like ego or anything, but like I haven't seen them play very much. I just never I've gotten around to a game that they've been in. And monster player, monster Tracer map point, and we'll have to see if Bootshop can adjust, dude. I mean the Malga. I know he's a Malga OTP, but like if you think it's not working, you have to have something else left in the tank, right? Like maybe something else to give your team a chance. Reinhardt, nope, okay.
Nope, he's still walking down the Malga. I feel like the backline of Fallen Angels is kind of in hell and purgatory and could not do a single thing about it. So I mean,
no, yeah, and I'd be really surprised if they decide to walk out on this comp. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Wu Yang Juno seems like a one-way ticket to your backline. Never ever seen a second of joy ever again.
So I'm guessing Catch is gonna do it for the speed ring. Hopefully, I pray to God they don't actually run this, or they will lose the map. I'm just gonna be real. Nyanza also on the cast though, so definitely applying more pressure onto the Tracer. So I mean,
Benji's under the break, so does kind of help.
Please God tell me
Juno alive here. The cast also has kind of a lot of bulk into the backline. They're really praying to make it so Eve
Margo's also one though.
I feel like they're really playing to make it so Eve can no longer do whatever Eve did on attack, because
yeah, no, I agree.
I think we can all agree this is a map loss if you let that happen again. This card's gonna get pushed up. And a lot of action happening on these early lanes. Eve is already 50% to a pulse bomb, by the way.
How is that even? Oh my!
Gonna get one shot by the Genji in the brig. So
in the head.
Fallen Angels, similar to how Soulsay looked at the start of this, have an opener here. Bootshop's gonna go up top. No immediate follow-up found, and it's gonna give WeKickedSoulsay an opportunity to get their Tracer back. Leo taking a ton of damage here. We'll be able to make it to the corner.
Getting ran on though, so it might be in a worse spot than anything. Oh, Bootshop anti though.
Aggressive
oh my God.
here. Anti taking a ton of damage here. It goes down. Leo finds the kill, and so WeKickedSoulsay, they're gonna withstand. They're gonna make a stand on first point. They're gonna turn the tide to this.
I feel like the cost of playing this Juno Brink comp to kind of hold back even in a sense. It allows yourself to hit. It allows Monotone to kind of hit these antis without really a good response from Fallen Angels, and I mean that's exactly what happened there. Bootshop got anti, they really couldn't see.
And the Malga turns early here, and the nade is really clean. Catch gone. Leo was about to get bursted down. We're gonna get the nano here to stay alive, and it's gonna be another 5-1 here for WeKickedSoulsay.
Yeah, that is insane. That's probably one of the fastest fights I've seen in a while. Oh my, that was legitimately 10 seconds long. Okay, Catch definitely building up on the Juno. Nyanza with high noon. So I mean, hey, they're not, if you're all on Angels, it's definitely not over. But I mean, hey, Sunnyside does have that. Sunnyside does have Emery ult. Leo with grab. So I mean, they also don't really have a great strategy against if Leo gets a massive grab here. But we'll see what happens. Obviously, no. Bootshop, what HP from what? How?
Bootshop is
what?
one, taking the right place from Leo as well. So, what's up, Camden?
Oh my God.
Needs to be careful here. Grab available for Leo though, and really nothing to kind of counteract it. For Fallen Angels team comp. So I have to see how they decide to play this. And you see the nade comes down. Bootshop needs to be careful. You're gonna walk into the room, but
that's a monster.
Takes so much damage. And Sunnyside in the Emerald hole. Emerald here.
He might die though. Oh no, Trial goes down first.
For the Genji, and CryGD will go down. Crumb dropping the Sun into this to try and secure it, but goes down to Nyanza. Really nice headshot found from the cast. Bootshop gonna be able to stay alive here. Sunnyside needs to be careful here. He's starting to get caught out, but we'll make it out with the Emery pistol. Maybe not though. Nyanza starting to hunt. Needs to stay alive though. And the grabs out from Leo here. Tons of ults dropped in return, though. Nyanza finds 2 with the high noon.
Nyanza is down,
And
though.
trades are in from the DPS of WeKickedSoulsay here as Sunnyside goes down in the middle of this.
I think it's a fight with 4 Fallen Angels, but honestly, anything can happen in this series so far. So, Loki,
And
let's see what
Leo
happens.
just respawned, by the way, so gonna be back very slowly here, and it looks like the cage is gonna come out to kind of
Cage
ice this
used
one for
defend-
Boot
wow.
Chop. Not taking any risks with this.
Yeah,
Fallen
honestly, I agree
Angels.
with that.
They're finally gonna break through and get a first point cap going.
Yeah, for sure. I honestly thought that was just kind of like a fight win for Sunnyside. But I mean, hey, from using that Ilario, kind of playing a little bit too aggressive, dying in it as well. I feel like that was the flip that Fallen Angels kind of needed to win that fight. And I mean, hey, they did a cap off of it too.
Yeah,
Also,
Boot Chop
also
here.
coming up and trying.
So much damage is being output earlier. Sunnyside has to run away, just taking so much poke from this Malga. Character is
Yeah, but
not
what-
real. Muncholo has worked up to a nano, and CryGD does have the blade, so.
Yeah, I feel like a nano tracer is kind of unstoppable right now. Cryo does have a raw blade, and Eve goes down. So while I say that, that's my bad.
Yeah, and
using
Boot
I
Chop
feel like it's-
getting aggressive here. This
I can't wait to
Nyanza
use
is
about
really
it.
turning up on this attack, by the way. Haven't talked about it yet, but
Oh my
I think
God.
they just found 3 on the fight. Jump 4, basically
that,
5.
4?
Leo
Oh my
killed
God,
himself.
sir.
And Fallen
Yeah, so, I
Angels, they're putting up a fight here, dude. I mean, if they get this cap in this fight, they could have about like a 4-minute time make to work with, which is more than enough to potentially match WeKickedSoulsay on their first attack.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like if they do take the point cap here, I honestly don't know. Tracer is nano. Oh no, I lied.
No, but
This is
Soulsay gets the
Loki.
nano in return here. Almost has the Emerald, but needs to stay alive.
Goes down to 20 speed
goes
though, and he
down.
died from him. Leo go down. So I mean, hey, that's a fight win for Fallen Angels. Then the point cap.
Yeah, and Boot Chop here, really, really low. Fighting out the Tracer, but just gonna walk out here. I mean, oh, Catch took the perk that I see everyone complaining on Twitter about, bro. the like blast shooter perk, whatever thing, bro.
Oh, the
I don't know how
Emery
to
one. Where
describe
it's
it.
at
No, he
yeah,
took
is it Emery's Rager?
the infinite ray one. Where you just shoot this gun infinitely. So, I'm sure all the
Oh.
Twitter Juno players are fucking pissed right now, bro. Triple jump,
I do
gang,
not-
where you at? But
I
That's
honestly
not
can't speak on this because I don't go on the Twitter Juno side. I'm low key thankful I don't.
Boot Chop gonna have to
Boot
get
Chop
out here, taking so much damage.
not-
Sunnyside starting us off here with the
That's like
Emerald, and
Emerald,
massive
bro.
first shot found. Looking for more onto the Malga, but honestly a really, really nice kite from Fallen Angels. Nyanza drops the Newton into this, but gonna get forced out of it quickly by Eve.
And yeah, I feel like two DPS ults were invested on the side of Sunshine, and I think it was kind of just not worth it, low key. I feel like Fallen Angels were kiting that so well that they didn't really need to do anything. From using Getsulario onto Nyanza. Oh
Yeah,
my
well, I mean,
god!
massive
That just takes
follow-up
2 out.
found here. Massive Alarial.
That guy, Benji and oh yeah, okay, never mind. No, I don't know why I was tripping for a second, but yeah, I mean, Soulsay kind of do need that I think that's a massive fight win for them. That kind of needed them to stop the momentum of. They kind of needed to stop Fallen Angels' momentum there on defense, because I mean, I feel like you stop someone's momentum on attack. If you're defending here, I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, my bad. Havana, honestly, if you
Cage
lose
comes
one
out
fight,
early.
you have no momentum.
From
Yeah.
Malga here,
They
the
don't
Nano's
have
out in
Leo.
return, and the Juno Ray's getting dropped in this.
Yeah,
Eve already found 2 in the backline, though, looking for more. This Tracer player, so activated, has the Pulse Bomb available. Can they find one? Looking for the Genji, but hasn't found one yet.
Yeah,
Boot Chop
I
is
feel
so
like
deep, I
way
think
there. Oh my god.
is going to go down. A little too deep
Yeah, he's
for the
gonna die
Malga
here.
player there. And Eve looking for follow-up here, and it's a really, really nice cutout from Fallen Angels here. I think they'll be able to survive.
Yeah, for sure. I think Fallen Angels do have another fight win, but I feel like Blue Chop kind of went a little bit too far there, and it really cost him. I feel like Monticello in that earlier part of the map was kind of just anteing him whenever he wanted, and Fallen Angels didn't really have a good response to it. And I feel like that was the first time that finally happened on defense, and I mean, hey, it was a pretty fight
And
win.
here's the
basically.
Pulse Bomb.
He
Eve needs
does
to be
have the Pulse
careful
Bomb.
here.
Oh my
I'm
god.
getting scared for Eve
Grab you.
sometimes in the backline, bro.
Why just somehow dies and Blue Chop joins him.
Yeah, the
And
grab
that's
is
another
just
fight win for
way
Soulsay.
too fat for Leo. It gives
Yeah, I mean-
Soulsay another lifeline here. Less than a minute left on the time make here for Fallen Angels. They entered with almost like 3 minutes and 30, I want to say. So, WeKickedSoulsay has done a really, really nice job of whittling this down, but they've started to exhaust a lot of their ult economy, and Blade, Rally, and High Noon going to be available for Fallen Angels against the Emerald upcoming on both support ults, but don't quite have them yet. So, Fallen Angels go fast enough here, they can potentially get a big fight win here. Pulse Bomb goes wide for Eve.
I feel like that blade just has to get value here. If you get stomped on it at all, or even select out of it, I feel like that might be the map gone away from Fallen Angels.
Fallen Angels, they're playing really slow here. I think just trying to force last fight here if they do manage to win it, but they're giving time for the support ults to build, but might not matter as Crumb goes down first, and Nano comes out onto Soulsay. He's gonna pop the Emerald here. Needs to find rank 5 if they want to win the fight. Benji doing a really nice job cycling the shield, but Neon's gonna go down to the backline. This is last fight, by the way. CryGD finds Leo. And Mudkolo's dead too. Catch needs to find a way to survive this. Genji's looking for more and finds it. But it's just boot chop and Cry left. Just the Genji. 1 HP here, Cry. From back with the Alariel. And WeKickedSoulsay, man, they're going to barely manage to win that fight and take Ivana here to even up the series 1-1. Eve dropped 40. No, Sunnyside dropped 40. He had a sleeper defense half there, bro. Not going to lie.
Yeah, I feel like Sunnyside, my bad. Give me a second to think up. Yeah, my bad. I feel like Soulsay's DPS there kind of just played to how well respected this team is, and I feel like that was just a monster map from both of them. Loki. I mean, for the first half, Eve was kind of just going off, killing anything that was on the side of Fallen Angels, but I definitely do think that their hit scan just responded back and played so well. I feel like that Emre was just massive for that third point hold.
No, yeah, the Emre was very good. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I have a big Sunnyside fan. I was a big fan the very first time I watched him play. So, trust me, I know all about that Sunnyside Emre. But yeah, I mean, it's really been all Soulsay that map. I mean, it got kind of close towards the end, but they still had that massive time make available, and I think that they were cycling their ults very well anyway. So I'm kind of curious to see what Fallen Angels choose here to potentially break this, and they're gonna go to Atlas and ban Ramatra. Interesting choices.
I like that Atlantis pick a little bit. I feel like it benefits their a lot more brawly style. So I mean, hey, going back onto it, I don't honestly know that much about these teams, so a Ram ban. I mean, I guess it seems like good value. Ram is obviously such a good character on Atlantis, so I mean, hey, if it works out, it works out.
It's Atlas, by the way, just throwing it out there.
Oh, it's Atlas.
Not trying to bang you here, but
no, you get it. I meant Atlas. You know what? Same things apply.
Yeah, but it is a very like brawly intensive map, I would say, and obviously this Malga Brawl comp has been very good. It was borderline unstoppable on map 1, but Leo did have his Zarya banned away, so with the Ramatra ban coming in, I honestly don't even know if it's targeting Leo, and it might just be protecting the Malga again. I'm not even going to lie to you. I have a sneaking suspicion that is like what is happening in the backline here. Or in the background, I mean, not the backline. Lol. And Soulsay's counterban is in. I'm curious to see what they decide to do here. I mean, this Malga comp is pretty gross, and I kind of want to know if they're going to have an answer to it. If I was them, I might ban away the Juno Brig. I'm not going to lie. I think it is very strong on this map at times. And with this Malga comp, I think they really need to be careful. So.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Wait, who has the last ban again? Sorry.
Soulsay didn't. They get rid of Kiriko. So they're kind of forcing a Juno Brick here, in my opinion, at least. Not my expert opinion, just my opinion. Have to swap the sides again because this fucking thing hates me, bro.
Wait, is a Kiriko ban right?
Yep, Kiriko ban for WeKickedSoulsay and a Ramatra ban for Fallen Angels. But I think the Ramatra ban was mostly just to protect the Malga, protect the Malga.
Yeah, I think Soulsay honestly kind of like that Kiriko ban because it does allow their Ana to kind of get away with whatever she wants now. Yeah, and I mean, Monchel does take that. Oh. We are waiting for players to Loki. I don't honestly know what's happening.
Everyone just locking bullshit, bro. CryGD's still in, by the way, so it looks like we're going to see another Genji map.
More Genji, honestly? Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Cage Blade is so...
Wait,
so
Yans is out. They're double flex. Wait. It might be Venture Genji, bro.
That's...
On everyone's soul, I know what I'm talking about. Venture Genji prediction from Fallen Angels. Don't really know. I mean, I know why I'm thinking it. But, you know, do I know ball? Let's see.
I'm gonna hope so.
Okay, well, like I was almost there.
Yeah,
maybe Marshall will swap to Venture after the TP. You never know, bro. And Leo's gonna stick it out on the Zarya here. I actually really like this call from WeKickedSoulsay. I think Leo was a very monster Zar last map, and even though I think the map geometry was a benefit to them, I think you can still force it here and have a lot of success. Also, Mancholo, you talked about it. Coming out on that Ana, gotta be careful. Those nades really shut down Boot Chop on that last map. So we'll have to see if Fallen Angels are able to adjust here or not.
Honestly, don't think they are. They are low-key. I think we're kind of just gonna ignore it as best as they can with kind of a backline that's kind of a little bit squishy. I would say. No, that's not a very squishy backline. Low-key, ignore me. Whatever I'm saying.
Juno Brig.
Not. I was talking about the Ana wing.
Yeah, these Flex DPS, they're getting to work really, really early here.
Oh
Eve
my
needs to be
God.
careful, getting marked out pretty hard.
Bootshop slept as well, though, and I think it's Ana.
Yeah, and the sleep.
Yep,
Gonna get the early kill into Bootshop here, so WeKickedSoulsay, pretty big opener. And gonna allow them to get early control of this point as they continue to look for follow-up here. But with people on the point, I think it is kind of hard to try and find it at times. And this backline is kind of getting active for Fallen Angels. You see Benji, he's kind of crouched over here, trying to support the Genji as he tries to start working and creating some space here. Bootshop might be on the point. No, on the stairs here as Martian finds the Tracer diff onto Eve. So point's starting to get forced from Fallen Angels. They find the flip. Anyway, like just randomly, Makolo is dead as well. Crumb just has to back out here, applying a ton of pressure to the Brig, but goes down to Martian at the end of the day. And we might have a little bit of a Tracer off in this series, bro. I mean, Martian did not play in map 1, obviously, was banned away, but finds the better of Eve there. And after what Eve did last map, I'm scared of anybody who can find an early pick onto them, so.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like this Ana is going to be kind of a problem, but I mean, Bootshop is starting to adjust to it. He was slept and antied, but I mean, he was able to find a good run. Was able to run out of it. So I mean, hey, I feel like he's got to do that this entire map, or Fallen Angels is going to be on the back foot the entire time. I mean, like first fight happened, he got antied, slept, and he's died. They kind of can't have that happen the rest of the
Martian
game. Juno going
really
really
aggressive
down
early here, but it's going to be CryGD who actually finds the opener on a Moncolo. Bootshop, oh my god, the crunch on the sunny side, and Fallen Angels looks like they're going to be able to put together another fight win here. Martian chilling in the backline, has the pulse bomb available, and nothing that the supports of Soulsay can do to mitigate it here. So we'll have to see. They might be able to win it with just this. They should have a touch though. I think Eve probably setting for it is on the point, but needs to be careful here. This Genji starting to mark him out. Martian obviously has a pulse bomb in return here, and Eve is so low, needs to live. Grabs the mini, and probably has to get another touch here, as Martian's pulse bomb is good on Moncholo, but Eve still just has to touch here as Martian looking for more in the backline, but Card finds the kill at the point!
That was brutal.
No one can touch, man. And I mean, so many ults were coming up for WeKickedSoulsay. I'm sure they're not very happy that they were not able to maintain a touch there. And this next point is about to be gross, bro. Look at the ult economy of both teams.
Yeah, it's gonna be brutal. I mean, Sportle's available for the side of Fallen Angels already, and pretty closely Genji play joining them. And versus, I'm guessing, yeah, OC, Wooying, and Pulse Bomb. Yeah, it's gonna be a crazy fight already.
Yeah, and this Pulse Bomb, I mean, has a lot of potential early here. It's gonna find a stick on a Benji, and massive kill fight early. CryGD also got canceled out of Blade by Sunnyside here. As Eve looking for more in the backline. Catch 1 HP, not gonna be able to get the mini, and Eve finds the follow up. Bootshop does find a trade though, and looks like maybe able to get out. It's Moncholo, bro. He's sniping him from far away, so it's gonna be a long rotate out for Bootshop, but it looks like he will be able to make it.
Yeah, I feel like that Mega not dying. There's honestly really massive Fallen Angels. They can actually try to take a fight a little bit sooner instead of probably save about themselves maybe like 10-20% of the point. And honestly, with Flashpoint, with how fast these points go, that every like tick means something, you know?
No, yeah, for sure. And you can see, I mean, this Malga starting to get active. Has Cage available here, and it's going to come out onto Leo. They need to find some way to keep him up here, but Leo, I mean, has 2 bubbles available, but they get expended here. The cage finally gets broken, but Benji finds Moncholo. And wow, 1 ult expended here for Fallen Angels. They're going to find a fight win. I think Crumb may have thrown the Weenie ult into that as well. They're going to find an immediate flip here and keep Juno Ray in their back pocket. Actually, Benji did drop the rally into that. I did not even see it. So.
Oh yeah, I didn't realize. I was like, how did the Brig kill the honor there? Oh, okay, yeah, really makes sense. I mean, do you have a Nano OC available if you're on the side of
I actually think Nano OC is really green here. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, low-key, I feel like that Nano
I don't even think you may need grab. Like if Sunnyside runs enough value with this Nano overclock, I mean, it's gonna be a pretty immediate shutdown on this team fight. You can see, looks like he's trying to look for it here. Bootshop, crunch early here, and here's the overclock. Gets the Nano. Looking for more, but honestly, a really nice kite from Fallen Angels here. Catch needs to be careful here, not to LOS, and Martian doesn't respect the overclock enough. Greets the pulse bomb a little bit, but Catch dropping the Juno Ray into this. They say it's winnable. 4v2 for Fallen Angels here, but Leo is 1. And they find the kills, and oh, that's a catastrophic Ray, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, they had an opportunity to recontest this, but that was their only ult. Now they have nothing as Leo has the freeze grab of his life to eventually ice the second flashpoint for Fallen Angels.
I think Leo just grabs this and kind of and Soulsay just take this point here. They don't. Fallen Angels really don't have anything to do right now. I also will say though, Sunnyside is low key a demon. I saw that guy nearly back into a pole spawn that whipped onto him. That's beast to back into it.
Yeah, and we'll see how Leo decides to use this here. Bootchop will find this early touch, but it is the grab available here, and if he can find a big one, I mean, should be good. It looks like it's plenty fat here. I mean, it's gonna be complete follow-up found. Crumb may have gone down first, but WeKickedSoulsay, they're gonna get the last laugh on the checkpoint. They're gonna even us up here, 1-1 on Atlas.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that fight was kind of impossible to win if you're Fallen Angels. I mean, they tried their best, but I mean, hey, if you get caught with 3 people in a grab and you don't have any else, yeah, just say just say goodbye. There's not much you can do. Eve does have the pulse bomb available, and Crowdgod is very close to this blade. Fallen Angels could be playing for this cage blade, but I mean, hey, we'll see what happens with this pulse bomb from Eve. He's been so effective this series, so I mean, hey, looks gonna be terrifying.
Really aggressive early, and Crumb's just gonna die. Wait, they might not need ults anymore at all. WeKickedSoulsay, they don't really have anything in the bank here, so I think using an ult, if you're Fallen Angels, might be a bad idea, unless you really, really need one. Sunnyside, gonna get out here, but CrunchD gets antsy, needs to be careful. No Kiriko available to heal him. Eve looking for the kill. This Genji has no cooldowns. It needs Cameron. Finally gets a pack, but the early cap's already been found. And Crumb should easily be back by now. Yep, Martian looking for the kill, but gets a little overzealous. Crumb on the Weang. Gonna find a massive pick early here.
And then he goes down.
WeKickedSoulsay, they're gonna find the rest of the cleanup as well. Really, really good start.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like Fallen Angels got really low there, but they were still going to point flip, and I felt they were fine. And then Crumb just kind of owned the actual hell out of Martian there. So I mean, that's exactly what you wanted. And I feel like the rest of the team just fell apart after that. Ult-wise though, it is going to be a very eventful fight. I feel like Fallen Angels were coming up to 4 ults basically, but Benji about to build up rally. I mean, Montichola and Eve both have their volts and also Chrome, so I mean, hey, this fight's gonna go crazy, Loki. There's 8 ult. So
we might see another nano overclock. Sunnyside gonna start flipping the map here. Looking for the Juno. First shot goes wide, but second shot does not. Benji needs to be careful now. Backline of Fallen Angels is gone. Bootchop also gets hit by the wing bubble here, so a lot of investment from WeKickedSoulsay, but I think they're trying to make this last point. And CrunchD, I mean, just stay alive for a little bit, but I think this might ice this first point. I mean, Leo does have the grab just in case they need it, but who's the touch here for Fallen Angels? I mean, their Tracer just respawned.
I honestly
actually might have it. Wait, Martian has it if they want it.
Martian have touch here. It's gonna be kind of a tough fight, though. I will say though,
this first touch is easy. It's the second touch where it starts to get a problem, but Benji's starting to get forced down in bottom. Pulse bomb goes wide for E, but Leo has the grab. It's onto the Malga and the nade. Oh my god. Gonna ice Bootchop's fate there, but I mean, Benji, he wants to commit here, and Leo is really one. And all of WeKickedSoulsay, they have to kite out. Judo Rays drops in from catch, and wait, Eve's dead. And Fallen Angels, they might have done it without their tank player. 2 ults dropped, and they're gonna find a fight win. And nothing is coming up for WeKickedSoulsay this next fight at all. It's just gonna be Martian's pulse bomb. The only ult in the lobby here.
That's honestly just pure magic on the side of your Fallen Angels. I have no idea how they won that fight, Loki. Oh,
Sunnyside!
Oh, no.
Massive opener here. Martian, though, knows he has to even up. Has Pulse Bomb. I want to see how he decides to use it. Makolo is already gone, though, and Sunnyside has the slide force. Oh, my God! What a great stick from Martian! Holy cow! What a stick from the Tracer. And now Eve is the one who has to touch. As Martian needs to be careful not to get traded back here. Trying to find a way to live, and Crumb curving the shots around, but doesn't find the Tracer, and Martian's going to find the finisher here. Even Leo, the only ones left for WeKickedSoulsay, now just Eve. Pulse Bomb about to be up, but I don't think it's going to matter here.
I feel like you just have to say it and just play for the next
they're going to play for the next checkpoint, and advantage now on Atlas going in the favor of Fallen Angels. Is CrunchD going to find another kill onto Eve at the end of the team fight? I don't know if it will be super impactful, though, macro-wise.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, just like any kills you get for the KD, you know? I mean, if you're Fallen Angels, though, that's an incredible point win, you know? I honestly don't know how you get that done, being down 50% and your tank dead at the 99 for the other team, but I mean, hey, they got it done.
No, yeah, CrunchD needs to be careful over here. Eve being very aggressive trying to force his Genji out, but CrunchD, I mean, gonna get the healing from Benji, so gonna be able to stay alive here. Off the break, by the way, onto the Wuyang. An early kill found from CrunchD. Oh my god, this Genji is nasty, dude. 2 quick kills, but Eve, oh my god, wait. This might have just become winnable for WeKickedSoulsay.
Yeah.
3v4, but they have their tank player alive, and Leo is very, very charged, and we've seen what Eve is able to do. in these low number situations.
Oh
And the Genji,
my god.
I mean, not the Genji,
Yeah,
the Tracer's already going to go down here. And now the rest of Fallen Angels, they have to get out. I mean, they don't have the staying power to stay in this fight. Boochop is back though, but Cash is gone, so might just touch the point and try and get any stall that he can. And yeah, it will go down eventually. And
hard, basically.
WeKickedSoulsay, they're going to find a fight win here immediately after the early cap from Fallen Angels. They need this point really, really badly to keep the map going, and they have the ulticon to do it, but Fallen Angels, they're going to have the ulticon to match as well. It's going to be everything but Junere, which is still building for Fallen Angels. I mean, they're very close to it. It's Crumb. Going to drop the wing bow into this early, and honestly, wait. Sunny-san makes the best of a good sit. Oh my god, wait. The Sojourn player finds 2 quick kills, and
yeah, that's a fight. I guess that's a fight win from Soulsay. I thought they were done, and then I think then the best bubble onto a Soul just takes out the backline of Fallen Angels, and I mean Fallen Angels have to back up and give it up.
Yeah, but Fallen Angels are coming up on all 5 right now. Eve needs to be careful here. Gets the recall forced early. Needs to make sure that they can live, and looks like they will be able to get out. Leo, the only ult available here for WeKickedSoulsay and Sunnyside. Goodbye, son. You are going to just get annihilated by that blade. Big sleep from Montrolo, but it's not enough here. Leo does end up going down, and it's just Eve left, looking for kills. As Martian finds the last one of Soulsay. I thought there was a chance Eve was about to win that, by the way. So.
No, honestly, there's always a chance with him, Loki. That guy's always locked in. I feel like Lucio swap for the side. Oh, okay. What are we doing? My bad. Fallen Angels kind of playing a little bit of a strip. Okay. I was like, what's happening there? I mean, pretty solid ult economy for the side of Fallen Angels here. Boochop with that mount cage. Catch also with Juno. And Martian does have a full spawn as well.
Yeah, the grab's out. It finds the Genji, but the cage gonna keep the Genji alive here. And Eve now the one who might die. Pulse spawn from Martian's gonna find Sunnyside, and now the Ray's gonna get dropped into this from Catch. And Fallen Angels, they want to end the map here and now. Leo goes down, and I think they're gonna be able to do it. It's just the supports left, and Crumb and Munkolo, not enough left in the tank. And Fallen Angels, they're gonna win point 4, and they're gonna go up 2-1 in the series. Match point, looking for the upset, and they can taste it right now.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like that brawl. I feel like all they needed was kind of a more brawly map, and they kind of just took that and ran. I feel like Soulsay were so close to taking that point 3, but I mean that's that perfect play essentially from Fallen Angels to kind of win them that point 3, and then just kind of the series was over at that point. I also think that last fight was just brutal, leaving Pulse Bomb and Nano just kind of not used. I mean, I hate to see that happen.
It was really, really a heads-up play from Fallen Angels to go as fast as they did there, and that cage was honestly really, really nice for Boochop. I mean, once Eve was gone, like, what was Eve supposed to do? Just gets caged and like no answer to find a trade or a kill. In Fallen Angels, I mean, very, very nice plays as they're looking to win the series on the next map.
Yeah, I definitely feel like they. I mean, there's always a high. We'll see what happens. You know, I feel like Soulsay are going to try to play a lot more of an open map here to kind of match their play style. But I mean, hey, if map 5 Fallen Angels take a brawl map, I feel like they have really good odds to take the series, Loki. Even if this does go to 5.
The big thing here is also that WeKickedSoulsay still have the Malga ban available if they want to take it. And I think now is the time you take it away. They've chosen Esperanza, and they're thinking about their ban. But if they win this map, they don't get a first ban on the next one. And I'm almost 100% sure that the Protect ban is going to come in for the Malga. So if you want to somehow like cripple, cripple Bootchop here, I think you get rid of Malga, and it's very, very playable for WeKickedSoulsay. We'll have to see what they inevitably decide. I think Esperanza is a map that you don't have to worry very much about Malga anyway, but they are going to decide to get rid of the Malga. So Bootchop might be coming out this next map, and we might see Ghost come in to play a little bit of Doomfist.
Yeah, for sure. Honestly, kind of a little bit politely disagree with you in the Malga ban happening map 4. I feel like you have to kind of trust your play for this map 4 to take it, and then ban out the Malga map 5 and kind of forcing them on.
You don't get a guaranteed Malga ban on map 5, Taka. Because
Fallen
Angels, you get the first ban, so they can protect it. So you have to ban it away here.
Yeah, Loki, my bad for being a chud. So I mean, thank you,
bro. You're our chud, and that's all that matters.
I try my best, and that's what matters, you know.
Yeah, and at the Esper ban and the Malga ban, the Esper pick and the Malga ban coming in. We'll have to see how Fallen Angels decide to adjust. I mean, the immediate answer from my POV is just putting Ghost. Their ban is locked in, but we'll have to see if Boot Chop has any sort of flexibility in the hero pool here. Without the Malga, I mean, it's going to be a very, very much uphill battle for him. Going into this map, and looks like Ghost is coming in, so it's going to be the Doomfist.
Okay.
100%. Seen this Doomfist happen a trillion times.
I feel like Soulsay is gonna make. What do you feel like they're gonna do? Some Diva Pharah, or is they gonna trust in that Zarya Trey stuff?
I think they probably trust in the Zarya Trey more. I mean, it is a really, really strong comp, and this map is pretty good for the Tracer. I mean, pretty good. I think really good is probably a better descriptor for it, if I'm being 100% honest. But
yeah.
Martian gonna stay in here. Nyanza coming back in to play the hit scan. And knowing that they're gonna play Doomfist, I kind of want to see if they've come out on something gimmicky. Like I think they really, really could. Very much in their bag is what I would leave it at. Also, while I'm waiting, a little bit of score update. I kind of want to see how the other games are going. So let me take a look see here. Matches. Upcoming, ongoing, lol. And Hypnos, they're up 2-1 on Project Nomad. That's a big win if Hypnos can get it, by the way. Fallen Rising Akari 1-1. We2 Thanos up 2-0 on Horizon. Let me clear these out here. I'll transition this over. Kitchener down 1-2 to Velocity, and Cafe Nugent are up 2-1 on Mouse 5. VG also 1-1 with Daonan, but not as much of a high-profile game. So a lot of really, really good games going on right now. I think it was pretty much a monster day of matches. And Ghost isn't on Doomfist. Wait, what? I'm gonna press control. Look at his characters.
Oh, he's on Haz. Okay.
He's on Haz, no Doomfist. I don't know if WeKickedSoulsay are ready for this, because I certainly wouldn't be. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I don't think it's like the end of the world or anything, but
Definitely unexpected, you know?
yeah, definitely something I wouldn't expect them to play. So we'll just have to see if WeKickedSoulsay can adjust. They probably know that they're on the hazard now. You can see Leo.
Yeah, Leo's taking a
He
slap
has to
there,
play kind of
low-key,
slow.
yeah.
If his bubbles get forced, I mean, things could get very, very scary. And Martian going to drop very, very low here. Needs to be careful as Eve harassing the other side of the statue.
Yeah, Soulsay taking up a lot of space already, though.
Benji gonna get kind of targeted by the Tracer here, but the Suzu's gonna come through from catch to keep the Lucio alive, and the Kiriko needs to be careful here, and eventually goes down. Leo gonna find the opener here, trying to walk down Nyanza, but may have gotten caught out a little bit. Suzu comes in, and Bubble comes in to keep himself alive, but not gonna be able to walk any further. But Benji is just so far in the back line. I think, yeah, definitely gonna go down to Crumb and Eve. And WeKickedSoulsay, they're gonna start off strong on map 4 with a pretty big fight win to start us off.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like Eve's already 80% on that pulse bomb. Oh my god. So, I mean, I feel like the rest of the side of Fallen Angels don't have really anything to do against that pulse bomb. Actually, no, I lied. They have Suzu, but I mean, hey, if there's no Suzu, Eve might just be able to kill just getting out of main Lucio or something. And that's kind of really dangerous. But I feel like giving up these Suzus for kind of a little bit.
Man, Ghost is really far in here and goes down early to Sunnyside. Maybe a little overzealous from the Hazard player. And WeKickedSoulsay, I think they're just going to kind of turn this into a pretty free fight win. Makolo does go down to Martian, so pretty massive trade from the Tracer player. And now Leo has to be very careful.
Yeah, Ghost
how he
almost
plays.
The Haz experiment's already down.
Yeah, Ghost onto the Doomfist. I told you, man, he's a Doomfist player.
Pulse bombs both teams do have the pulse bomb available, so it's going to be really interesting to see what they end up doing with it.
And Ghost, by the way, very gross on the Doomfist. I've heard he doesn't have very much scrim experience. He's a rank player, but gonna get caught out there. This Zarya is very charged, so you have to be very careful. This Crumb almost goes down, and Benji gonna actually be the Lucio to die here, and the rest of Fallen Angels looks like they're just gonna get out here. Crumb looking for more as Eve finds a Martian. And WeKickedSoulsay, they've already got the checkpoint, so it's just gonna be continuous progress here.
Yeah, both teams these old economies are kind of really dangerous for the side of at least Soulsay. They're coming up on 5 ults, so essentially they can pop whatever and get away with it. Benji does not have that beat available, so I mean, hey, if they go right now, they low-key don't have to worry about a beat, and I feel like it's a free fight win.
Ghost is getting so much damage taken on him early. You need to be careful in the pulse bombs here, and goodbye. Eve finds a 2K with the pulse bomb, looking for more. Nyanza gonna take a lot of damage, but Eve just gonna back out here. Let their team handle it, and oh my god, it's a stagger. It's just perfect Overwatch from Soulsay, I'm not gonna lie.
Going back to Hazard, okay.
And Ghost, I mean,
yes,
might be seeing, I was about to say might be seeing Ghost, because that's just like a quote I use, but now I think it's corny. I don't know what
No,
he's
that's-
seen, to be honest with you, but Leo, I can tell you right now, is going to get scouted early. He needs to be careful here. Grab's available, though, but Eve's dead. To Martian. They're going to beat into this. Benji just dropped the beat in return, but now the grab is free from Leo if he wants to use it. Kiting out very aggressively here, and here's the grab. Finds Martian, finds a lot more as well, and catches it, so I think this is evened up 3v3.
Yeah, I feel like Soulsay are very much on the driver's seat now after that beautiful grab by Leo.
And Ghost, I mean, you're going to start trying to push the card here, but I think a little overzealous. You don't have a Kiriko available to heal you, so you need to be very, very careful with how you take this fight, and Leo, very charged still. Gonna keep walking forward, and Nyanza gonna get blown up as Sunnyside gonna drop an overclock into this. Looking for Ghost, and this Hazard player gonna go down. What a headshot, by the way. I don't know how he hit that.
What is happening with Sunnyside's model? What the?
This just happens. Don't worry. Just happens.
Okay,
in
you know
overclock.
what? Never mind. All right, yeah. Pretty good. I mean, I will say the Fallen Angels are struggling a lot on this map, though, but they do have 3 ults, and nothing on the side of Soulsay up for Martian. No, God, there. Oh my God. Yeah,
It's gonna be Cash dropping the Kirish into this. Kind of a last-ditch effort, but just dies. Nyanza dropping the overclock, looking for someone. It's already a 5v3 in favor of Soulsay. Nyanza needs to find some pretty massive trades here, but Sunnyside does go down. Leo has kited this out pretty well, but is gonna take a shot before dying. Before Nyanza does die to Eve. Eve finds 2 on the fight, and this Tracer player has been Thanos all series long, and WeKickedSoulsay, man. They might even try to end the map here. Montolo has the Kirish available.
Eve does have that hybrid ult up available though. Solo and Eve do have their ults, so I mean, we're gonna see what happens here. I feel like Martin needs to get a good pick off with this.
I think Montolo is supposed to ult this because there's 5 minutes left in the game. Oh wait, the Haswell blocked it. Wait. Ghost, a little massive microplay is going to nullify the entire Kiri rush. And WeKickedSoulsay, now they have no rush available here. We'll see how they decide to play it, but it doesn't matter when Eve's doing stuff like that. Beat comes out from Crumb as well. Hazard ult from Ghost, finds a few, but this Tracer player is activated. Does eventually go down to catch, and Ghost maybe a little overcommitted here as Moncholo finds the kill, and WeKickedSoulsay, they might just end the map here. Grab available, it's going to be onto the cart. And the cart gets pushed all the way in, and it's just pure dominance from WeKickedSoulsay on map 4, and they're going to send us to 5.
That was just Soulsay crushing the absolute hell out of Fallen Angels. There's not really else another word to say it. I will say though, Ghost might have had a rough map, but that has wall denial on the Kiriko. That's beautiful. That's beauty.
Yeah, very, very nice plays.
I actually did not know that you could do that. Legitimately, that's the first time I've ever seen that. And he's having himself a disgusting player on the Tracer. He's been a monster all night, and I mean, that honestly doesn't surprise me. But I mean, I'm still thinking about that wall, low key.
Yes, and Fallen Angels, they're gonna get the last map pick here. Push and Flashpoint have already been played, so I think they're forcing Hybrid, I believe. It's gonna be Blizzard World, Midtown, or Nubani. Yeah, check it. So I kind of am curious to see what they pick here. They're gonna pick Blizzard World, and I think that's the best Amalgam map out of the bunch, if I'm being honest with you. So
yeah, for sure. I mean, they definitely need to optimize their chances. I feel like Hybrid's already. Feels like it does feel like kind of a rough map. Not map, sorry. Game mode for them, but I mean, hey, they're gonna try to do their best here to take this map 5 after damn rough map 4, and I feel like Blizzard World definitely does obviously give the advantage towards my bad. Sorry, Soulsay. Still figuring out their name all night. That's been a big reason why I've been stuttering.
Okay. The big thing to watch out for here is that because the Malga ban was expended last map, they have a free ban on a DPS or support, and they don't have to worry about their Malga being taken away. It looks like they're going to cash it in here, and Ana is gone for Moncholo this next map. I would say I do think this is a very, very good ban. It protects whatever backline you want to play, and also eliminates the Ana from potentially disrupting the Malga with the antis that we've seen so far in this series from Moncholo. So I'd say it is a very, very good ban. And WeKickedSoulsay, they're going to get a counter ban here. I'm curious as to what they ban away. I don't know if I'm them. Yeah, I have absolutely no clue. Maybe Genji, but like, is that a good ban? I don't think so. Like, I think you're kind of out of options here. You can't even really cover for a tank ban here because you know they're going to play Malga and you can't get rid of it. So it has to be a DPS. And maybe it's just something that messes with your comp a lot. But, I mean, I think you're kind of expecting this Tracer to be played by Martian if he stays in. Could get rid of Tracer, but I don't think you want to take Eve off of it. And so you're kind of left with, like, what, ban a hit scan, but, like, what is that available to you? So I think Genji might be the best ban available, unironically. Like, not even LARPing.
Oh no, absolutely. I feel like Genji's a decent band on this map anyway, and especially if you have a Genji OTP on the enemy team. It is. Is it Soulsay's band? Am I tripping?
Yes, I'll say do have a ban here, so.
Okay, yeah, no, absolutely. I feel like the Genji to kind of just take cry off his Genji OTP.
No, actually, it's
Off
a
of his
good ban. It's a
OTP.
really good
Perfect.
ban. I didn't even think of
Yeah,
it.
no, I
It's
fully
what
agree.
it's what
Yeah,
bottom
no,
bit him in the ass map 1. They're getting rid of Echo. Forgot about it. It's been so long.
oh yeah, no, honestly, yeah, Echo Man's a pretty strong one on this map.
No, yeah, and it allows Eve to get onto the Pharah here and not get as abused by Martian on Echo, potentially. So we'll have to see if that's something in play. I think the Echo or not. Bleh. I think the Pharah is very very strong against the Malga. So I think this ban is actually a really really good cover for Soulsay if they want to try and swap to it. But honestly, like I think you could keep Eve on Tracer, and I think it's still very playable this next map. So I'm curious to see what they do decide to pick. And we are into the game now. One thing I can say I respect about these teams is that they don't fuck around with the band picks, bro. They just get it done. They lock in the lineup and they play the game. Because isn't that what we all just want in life, bro? Like just play the game. Holy cow.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like the waiting adds. Then you know what? I feel like taking a little bit of time in the band phase though does it causes the audience to kind of feel like, what's the word?
Apprehension,
Already kind of
maybe? I don't know.
not apprehension. I feel like it builds up the tension seeing that next map, Loki.
Maybe potentially here, but
Is Leo gonna walk out on a Mago mirror?
oh my god. Okay, I actually didn't think this was in the books. Leo, we'll be playing the Malga here. So, we haven't seen Leo mirror this except for the end of map 1 on one of the points, and obviously it didn't go very well. It's kind of a desperation swap.
That was a desperation swap. I'm not seeing the vision here with picking it on defense. If you know what, I'm not as good as Leo or anyone in this game, but you know what I see. But I really do. I'm definitely concerned about it.
Yeah, we'll have to see how Soulsay play this. We haven't seen them play it yet this series. Sunnyside is on the Imrai. No Sojourn, even though we saw him be so good on it on the last map. And Boochop gonna take the high ground here with the Tracer, but all of WeKickedSoulsay, they've already forfeited all the space to instead play the point, which I do like. I think this high ground is turbo bait, and I think it is very bad to hold. So
million damage. Yeah, for sure. I feel like the composition definitely does favor playing this kind of like closer on the point a little bit. What the?
yeah, Boochop has a little rollout for this, I guess. That's going to be what a Malga OTP gets you, bro. This high ground is going to get cleared early, and they're going to set their cast up on it. And now Leo needs to be careful. Just going to get fanned by Nyanza. And everyone on WeKickedSoulsay is very, very low right now. Leo, he's going to get carried up, but they're going to forfeit a tick. Just because of the rollout from Bootchop, by the way, basically.
Yeah,
Leo does get the Suzu here, pops the E, but Bootchop is getting the better of the trades so far, but wait. Are we serious? Is this what Overwatch has come to? They're just shooting each other, bro. I mean, I know how Malga's played, but, like, it's so boring. Like, oh my god, Benji needs to be careful. Almost goes down.
Leo does have to walk on.
And Leo needs to be careful not to go down here. Suzu is really good from Montrolo. Bootchop gets a better one, though, and both Malgas are gone, and Benji walks into the pulse bomb. Catch, dropping the Kirish into this. They're going to try to win it. They're down a pick here. Nyanza or Martian is going to need to come up big.
Martian and Nyanza are so 1 HP, though. They
And
have to back up.
Eve's going to just find the kill there. And now, I think WeKickedSoulsay, they're going to hold out here. Catch.
Yeah.
Load on the high ground with Nyanza, and they're going to get staggered out. And 2 minutes have already gone by, and a lot has happened so far, I'm not going to lie, but WeKickedSoulsay, they get the better of it.
Yeah, I feel like Bootchop's roll out there that's still gonna be the thing I take away from the series. That was actual beauty right there. I mean, I feel like the fight was definitely leaning towards Fallen Angels, but I mean Eve's been so Benji just dies for some reason.
Yeah,
okay.
Sunnyside finds an early little nade kill onto Benji, so Fallen Angels, they gotta get out here. No Lucio available. Bootchop very, very low. Doesn't manage to survive on the high ground. Eve was hunting though, bro. This Tracer player is relentless for WeKickedSoulsay.
Yeah, on the side of Soul, well, basically about to be 5 ults here. It's gonna be pretty much every ult up for everyone in the game except Catch and literally just Catch because he somehow already has a pulse bomb again. Oh my god. I mean, it's definitely gonna be really interesting. I feel like the biggest thing though with this like these super like ult heavy fights is like who's gonna have a better beat. I feel like that's gonna decide the fight because I mean 2 ticks are already taken away by Fallen Angels there. So I mean it's gonna be kind of hard.
Drops really, really low here. Needs to be careful. I mean, this Malga's stuck over here, and the cages are gonna come out, but Leo dies in the beat. And Benji's
Watching-
beat. Gonna keep the Malga alive here as Bootchop looking for more. Crumb gonna get spotted out, but does manage to survive as Eve's pulse once again connects this Tracer player, man. Every time Soulsay need to find a kill, they are able to find it. Catch already has another Curie Rush there, by the way.
No TDs, I believe, actually. For
But goes
Catch, he has
down,
to
wait.
walk.
Don't
I
tell me
just didn't
WeKickedSoulsay
get
win this. No, Crumb gets crunched by Bootchop, but no Curie available, and Leo's back. Wait, I think Soulsay might have this one.
I do have this.
It's
Bootchop takes so
exciting
much.
gameplay being shown off here. And Sunnyside gonna combine with Leo to get that kill into Bootchop. And I mean, Fallen Angels, it's not looking very good right now. I'm not gonna lie. They're gonna get forced back into spawn. Only 30 seconds left on the clock, and it's gonna be the Curie Rush versus the Imre ult for this next team fight. And we'll have to see who's the stronger here. I kind of want to lean to the Curie Rush early though. I'm not gonna lie.
Sure, but I definitely think. Oh
No,
my
but
god,
they're gonna
Emery
ping out Bootchop here. Looking to do a lot of damage early, and these shots are really good for Sunnyside. The Curie's already gone. And Martian does too. Wait, Sunnyside, potentially the hero here, gets traded by Nyanza, but it's probably found all that's needed to be found here as Bootchop's going to get crunched and killed by Leo, and WeKickedSoulsay. I think they're going to find the full hold here. Nyanza's gone. It's just Benji left, and Eve finds it. So it's going to be a full hold here for WeKickedSoulsay. And Fallen Angels, they found 2 ticks, though. Just saying.
They did do that, but I mean, yo, that was money by Sunnyside, though. That was, if you needed a good Emery ult, then that's the perfect time to pop it.
No, yeah, Sunnyside, I mean, has been very, very quiet this series for his standards. I'm not gonna lie. So, I'm impressed with him able to. Blah. Wow. I'm impressed that he came up big when his team needed it the most. Last time I watched this guy play, he was just a walking highlight reel. So. I think Eve may have taken a little bit more of the spotlight this series so far, but I mean, Sunnyside, he's been there and he's been doing his job. Don't get me wrong; he just hasn't been in the kill feed as much. Just kind of the way the cookie crumbles at times.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, all credit to Eve here. I mean, building 3 pulses up on 3 pulses on a full hold defense is actually incredible. I don't think I've seen that happen in a bit.
They won't even know what happened.
And I guess the Malgamir, I honestly doubted the Malgamir by Soulsay at the start of the round, but I mean, hey, it worked out pretty fantastic if they got a full hold going. But Leo will settle on, I think we'll settle on going back on Zarya here, kind of just playing the stuff they were so good at on that map, on that Havana. That Havana and actually the Esperanza, I think.
Yeah, and Leo's hopping over to Zarya. Oh, nope. Lied.
Nope.
Back to the Malga.
Okay.
I don't
Back to
mind. I think they
Malgamir.
should take the Malgamir, bro. Nyanza's on the Imre now, by the way. No longer playing the Cassidy.
Yeah, I feel like that's a little bit. What?
Wait,
Okay,
we fucked
no,
up
we
the
didn't-
TP.
Yeah, we got like 4 different.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, Leo, I mean, gonna start walking immediately to this high ground with Eve.
I hate to see that happen, but I will say though, I feel like that Emery swap does kind of put a lot more pressure on the Leo. But the bigger issue, I think, with Martian, oh my god, they might be really low on the side of Soulsay. They do have to take a second here, but I mean, they're already up a pick though, so I mean, they kind of can go full speed.
We'll have to see how they decide to go about this here. Looks like Leo just gonna walk along the left side here. Bootchop trying to get active early, and usually they need to find some way to equalize here. But Leo is kind of taking a little bit of poke, making this rotate. The point gonna start getting capped for WeKickedSoulsay. You can see Eve getting super aggressive. And the point just kind of being forced here. Leo playing very smart here, waiting for the E to come back before playing this next engage. And Moncolo working up to a Curie Rush very fast here. Sunnyside finds Benji. And it's going to be the go button now for the rest of WeKickedSoulsay. Moncolo still working up to this Curie Rush, but it doesn't matter. It's a C9. I don't know if it mattered at the end of the day. I'm not going to lie, but WeKickedSoulsay, I think they're winning this fight anyway. And they're going to drag it out to 5, but they're going to find the crucial map win they need, the most important map win of the series. They're going to win out a dogfight 3-2.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like I will say the Fallen Angels definitely did. They actually did bring the fight to Soulsay though. I mean, they were so close, but I mean, didn't matter though. Soulsay definitely. I feel like they definitely got it together for the last 2 maps, like for sure.
No, yes, I don't know exactly what happened. I think maybe the draft from Fallen Angels was very good at some of those first few maps. I think their map picks were also very good. It felt like they had a very good blueprint of what they wanted to do, especially on Atlas and Lijiang, maps that were very good for their one trick. But once that map pool started to thin out a little bit, you could really see that they started to struggle. And that kind of like gives me like Sakura vibes, like old Sakura when they would play like Zarya Vendetta for like 2 maps, and then like they had to find some like way of winning that third map that they can never seem to attain. So it gives me vibes of that, and because like let's be 100% honest here, the 2 map wins they were pretty fucking dominant. Like I don't think
sure.
anyone was touching them on Malga is touching them on Malgon, Atlas, or Lijiang Tower anytime soon. So I wouldn't even think of mirroring that right now. But once Soulsay got that 4th map win, I mean, it was very dominant on Esper. They just never looked back. You'll have to wonder, maybe they flipped a switch, maybe they made a correction. We'll never really know what happened behind the door, but they are a top 2 consensus team for a reason, and they really, really showed it here today, battling it out against a very, very strong Fallen Angels team that is making a resurgence at the right time, I may say. So, yeah. Very, very good stuff for WeKickedSoulsay. I'm very, very impressed with how they managed to fight on that map 5, considering it wasn't their map pick and they didn't get first ban.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like even with that that Maga that had been troubling them the entire series, whenever it was in, to kind of just take that and use it against them, against Fallen Angels and winning on it, like pretty much in like actually no, not pretty much, just in a dominant fashion. I mean, hey, you love to see that happen if you're Soulsay.
No, yeah, and we have to choose a player of the match here, and I don't think there's going to be much debate from you or me on this one.
Yeah, can we just give it to the Tracer player, Loki?
We're giving it to Eve, bro. Eve, monster series on the Tracer, bro. I can't even begin to put into words how good the Tracer player was for WeKickedSoulsay today. Absolutely clinical performance. It felt like even in the maps they were losing, Eve was just surgically destroying the backline all the time. So shout outs to Eve, man. I mean, absolutely monster series from them. But honestly, especially if maps 4 and 5, everyone on Soulsay was really, really clicking. So big props to them. I think they played a very, very, very good series. But you can't hate on what that Tracer player was doing at all. I mean, Eve was literally doing it all on some of those maps, and it felt like there was no answer for Fallen Angels. And I think that was a big proprietor in what caused those map 4 and 5 resurgences for WeKickedSoulsay. So shout outs to Eve, monster series. Fallen Angels, I mean, they shouldn't put their heads down. I mean, this is debatably the number 1 team in the tier. I mean, they just lost, so they're the number 2 team in the tier by all metrics are concerned. But I mean, if you're going 2-3 with the number 1 team in the tier, I mean, that has to put you somewhere in the top, right? In a very much a playoff contender kind of role. So they've kind of been getting better as the season's been going on. If they continue to get better, they're going to be a scary, scary team to meet in playoffs. So definitely something to watch here. So they should keep their heads up. Just got to lock in, continue to grind, and we'll see what they can do come playoff time. They have a very tough game against Cafe Nugent 8 coming up on Wednesday. So we'll have to see if they can snag a win there and steal one from the current number 1 team.
Yeah, for sure.
Besides that, though, I don't have much else to say. I kind of want to coach my rookie team. They're still playing their series. Just take forever.
Yeah, probably gonna help them.
It's taken forever. So I don't want to do too much here, but it's just the basics. I mean, join the Discord. It's always nice to have people in the Discord. I'm gonna try and start doing interviews as well. I just don't want to do them today because of time constraints on my own. But it's really easy if everyone's just already in the Discord. If they want to do an interview. So yeah. Join that. Stay updated with all the streams, all the tier lists, all the stats, all the shit I do. And then follow me on Twitter if you just want to stay updated there and just get notified every time. I post that I'm doing a match or something, or posting a power rankings. So Twitch link Discord link should be in chat. But besides that, guys, I mean, thanks so much for sticking with us during this. It was kind of a quick series. I'm not gonna lie. An hour 15 for 5 maps is record pace. That's why I always tell you that. I feel like some of these series, they can be pretty quick to end. And honestly, I'm trying to find someone to raid, but I can't even find somebody who's online and streaming, bro.
We just raid SPCS. Loki just just helping out your team.
Yeah, we can do that. I'll raid SPCS. Why not? So everyone go show love, bro. I mean, I can't find anyone else streaming a game unless anyone knows. What's up, Lapis, bro? Shout outs to Lapis, bro. That's my old player when I managed. But let's raid Spawn Point CS. Cheer on my rookie team, by the way. It's Eternal Big Chungus. Stupid ass name, right? But
love that name.
I am a Tracer one trick. Sick. Nice, Eve. But yeah, cheer on Eternal Big Chungus for me. We need this win bad. We need it. It's grand final. So if you guys cheer on, just say hi. Maybe say Parker Raid or something. They're all gonna know though. I don't really care what you say. But yeah, help me cheer on my rookie team. We're gonna try and win this grand finals and monster series to WeKickedSoulsay. Should be very very proud. And with that, I think I'm gonna end it here. You have anything else to talk
Yeah.
about?
Bye, everyone. Nah, I'm good.
All right, see you guys
Oh, wait,
tomorrow.
Wednesday
Maybe
tomorrow.
don't have a stream schedule out, but probably tomorrow. If not, definitely Wednesday. So bye bye.